Today marks day 3 of Lent. I'm going to, that means I gotta eat fish and what? Today marks day 3 of Lent. Today is a Friday. So, for Fridays, what you're supposed to do for Lent, you're not supposed to eat, regular meat like chicken, beef, pork, lamb, things like that. What you are supposed to eat on Fridays is fish, tuna, things like that. You can have crab, you can have lobster, but it can't be anything that is of anything like the regular meats. I guess if you want to call it, you gotta eat fish or some form of fish. And one thing that I guess I wanted to kind of talk about was when it comes to the normal everyday world, it seems like it's not that easy to come across a place that gives out fish and like sells fish for their meals or whatnot. And so I got lucky today just because the dining hall at the university, they serve fish meals. I got a tuna salad sandwich. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let me finish this up real quick. Oh, that was a pretty good sandwich. But now there are exceptions and limitations to what exactly you can have. From my understanding, if your body is too weak and it absolutely needs certain proteins and like a certain amount, okay, so if you're undergoing treatment for like chemotherapy or something like that, you've been fasting and you need that food. From what I understand, then at that point it is okay to then consume your regular meats like beef, your chicken, your poultry like pork and poultry and lamb, things like that. And that is very situational. It's not. It's very much you don't want to you. At all times you want to try and on Fridays you want to try to eat fish, and that's not the easiest thing to do. So, yeah. But there's not a whole lot of places that really respect that Friday, that Lenten Friday, or at least from my experience, it's certainly like gone back. Maybe it's always been like that. I don't know. I grew up in a small town, and in said small town, they really it was a Christian town, but it was also a very respectful town to everyone that lived there. So Lent was a big part of it, and we would eat at every restaurant, every store, like place, and everything. On Fridays, fish was a big thing during Lent. I can't say for certain if that's the case, like if that was always the case beforehand, in, like cities or whatnot. Different places, different stories. Yeah. But my experience living in like the city, it's like, oh, am I going to be able to eat fish on this day? Now, in past Lents, in the past few years of Lent, I have not been uh, the most dutiful in my Catholic duties and following that uh, requirement and will and whatnot. Um, but this year, I really wanted to try something different, so I'm trying. Another thing there's also societal pressures that can be involved in that case. You can have your friends who are not Christian per se. They could eat like regular foods, like chicken, beef, the poultries, the beef, the pork, the lamb, things like that, on Friday, while you are eating fish and things like that, and it could lead to some various temptations for that. It makes it especially difficult to just focus purely on your own goodwill and hard work. But it does come out to be good. And my words. So this is one thing that I really wanted to do with this is get good at speaking naturally, not spouting words. I feel like the start of this is certainly a work in progress. Um, I can say though, as of the upload of this video, I did eat fish today, and that is, I didn't eat poultry, pork, or beef. So yeah, I'm happy about that, and let's go.